time I felt like taking a machete or maybe a mallet or maybe even hiring a hit squad and avenge myself against my enemies. Because, in my opinion, they had done something that was unacceptable, that really deeply hurt me. And I didn't know what to do. And at night, I could even think of just waylaying those people and avenging, doing something to them that would really make my console my spirit that I have done something to them also, because as they say, um, tit for tat is a fair game. That's how one feels, even when you're born again. Some of my friends surprise me. Without batting an eyelid, they say that they have no enemies. While I cannot openly refute their claim that they have no enemies, nor can I probably give them 7 principles of having enemies, I really think they are quite economical with the truth. They are not telling the whole truth. In my experience as a Bible reader and also as a committed disciple of Jesus Christ, I have noted that the Bible assumes that we will have enemies in this pilgrimage to heaven. Had Abel taken Cain with a pinch of salt, he probably would not have died, because I guess he could see the relationship we have with this guy is not very good. Let's back a bit and talk about Adam. There seems that Adam had quite a bit of fellowship with the serpent, and Adam was not very suspicious, and therefore, you know what happened. What about Lot and Abraham? Moments later, Abraham was not suspicious. He didn't take a lot of caution with Lot. He took him from Ur, from Haran, went to Canaan with him. And now they had a very bitter strife later. If the Jews would have nothing to do with their own Messiah, what makes us think that we can fare better? If they rose up against the greatest of the apostles, that is Paul, how do we expect that the devil is always happy with us? Conclusion of this first section. Whether we like it or not, we will have enemies. And I want to give just 3 very simple principles of dealing with our enemies, because they will be there. 1, restrain from revenging. It takes God and His grace for us to refrain from revenging, but at the end of the day, it pays great dividends not to revenge. Listen to what Proverbs 24:29 says. Do not say, I will do to him what he has done to me. I'll pay back that man what he has done for me. Number 2, do good to your enemy. If your enemy is hungry, give him food to eat. If he's thirsty, give him water to drink. So do good to your enemy. This is what Paul said in Romans, I guess chapter 12, verse 12. That if your enemy hungers, feed him. If he thirsteth, give him something to drink. And Jesus would say, if your enemy forces you to walk a mile, walk with him too. If he takes you your jacket, give him your shirt also. That you should not revenge against our enemies, but rather do good to them who hate us. Number 3, wait upon God for your blessing after doing good and leaving vengeance to the Lord. Listen to what Proverbs 25:22 says. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head, and the Lord will reward you. And the Lord will reward you. You cannot reward yourself by avenging. In fact, in our language they say muereheria niwe moru. That is, he who avenges turns out to be the evil one. In conclusion, let me say this. Do not deceive yourself that you will not have enemies. You will have enemies. Number 2, do good to your enemy. Number 3, wait patiently upon the Lord. He will avenge for you. And with that, I want to say shalom. This was Morning by Morning.